Hi, first grade. Yesterday we learned that anytime the minute hand is pointing to the number 6, it is 30 minutes into the hour. We know that whatever number the hour hand is pointing to is what hour it is. And yesterday, because we learned that the minute hand pointing to the 6 means it's 30 minutes into an hour, I want to ask you something that I noticed. What do you notice about the hour hand when the minute hand is pointing to the 6 for 30 minutes? What do you notice about this hour hand right here? Pause the video to think about it and push play when you're ready to move on. I hope you noticed that the hour hand is not pointing directly to a number anymore. It's in the middle of two numbers, 9 and 10. Watch what happens to the hour hand as I start at 9 o'clock and move the minute hand around it all the way. You're watching the hour hand while I move the minute hand. It doesn't just stay the same number until the minute hand gets all the way around. It slowly moves closer to the next number, and by the time the minute hand reaches the 12, the hour hand is pointing right to that next hour. This hour hand didn't get to 10 until I was right above 12. It looked close, didn't it? But it's not right at 10 until I got here. The hour hand has a space that it can be within. Even if it's not pointing directly to it, it still belongs to that hour that it was pointing to at first, until it gets to the 12. Let me show you what I mean. At 9 o'clock, the hour hand is pointing to the 9. And the minute hand is pointing to the 12. But once I start moving this minute hand, I want you to watch this hour hand. Ready? See how the hour hand is moving with it? It's just moving slower. When the minute hand reaches the 6, stop. The hour hand is right in the middle of 9 and 10. It's 9:30 now, or as we also call it, 9:30. As I keep moving this minute hand past 30 minutes on the clock, the hour hand is still moving closer to the number 10, but it doesn't reach it until I get right on top of the number 12. The hour is 9 all the way until it points directly to the 10. So the hour hand range for 9 o'clock can be anywhere in between here. If the hour hand is anywhere in between here, it's 9 o'clock or 9 something. This is the space right here that belongs to the hour 9. Let me show you some different spaces for each of the hours. This is just the space for the hour hand when it's 9 o'clock. But let's look at this right here. We just did 9 o'clock, but let's start up here. We always start at 12 because that's the beginning of the hour. This is the space that belongs to 12 right here. You see it starts at the 12 and it goes all the way until the number 1. So here's the beginning of the space for hour 1 and here's the end. Here's the space for hour 1. Here's hour 2. It starts at 1 and it goes all the way until we hit the number 2. Do you notice a pattern here? What do you notice about the spaces for each hour? Pause the video and think about that, and then push play when you're ready. I'm noticing that the space for each hour starts at the number that it starts at, and it goes all the way until the following number. Hour 1 starts at 1 and goes to 2. Hour 2 starts at 2 and goes to 3. Hour 3 starts at 3 and goes until 4. Hour 4 starts at 4 and goes until 5. Hour 5 starts at 5 and goes to 6. Hour 6 starts at 6 and goes to 7. Isn't that cool? So today we learned that the hour hand has a space that belongs to each hour. If you see that the hour hand is not pointing directly at a number, you have to ask yourself what hour it should be in. If the hour hand is in the middle of two numbers, it's always going to be in the hour that's right before it. It passed 9, but it hasn't gotten to 10 yet, so it's still in the hour 9. Today, your share is to take a quiz to show what you learned about the spaces that each hour has for the hour hand.